be alright. We are going the game this way. Y'all scared? Round. Night. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the
Don't
sideline.
forget y'all hit that like
And
button for
now a
me. Hit
chance
that
to
like
look
button.
here
Hit
at the
that like
race
button.
for
Hit that
Rookie
like
of the
button
Year.
for me.
Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. Look at Big
What was that?
Daddy.
Is
Well,
that
he's
me?
shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Halpern Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Big Daddy is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so off the tip, it's Memphis. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the report is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Green deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Jackson. Such a wide open look.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a century presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And Şengün throws it down.
How about the bounce ability of Şengün, getting himself way up there?
Morant outside. Releases. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. It's blocked. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Here's Big Daddy. Brooks grabs the board.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Right in the lane. And that one is stuck right through.
That's a double whammy.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Thompson passes to Brooks. Van Vliet against Morant. Oh, here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Pass to Big Daddy. That one, no question, fired it down.
The V just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Grizzlies with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Down low, Big Daddy. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Big Daddy's got 12 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Collins checked in for Eden. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Wells is subbed in for Bain. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. And is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
And now a look at Jalen Green. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 17 points tonight, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
You know, Clark, the Rockets have done a good job building a young foundation of this roster.
Yeah, I like what they've done, Kevin. They made big strides last season, and it's a team that's really growing up right in front of our eyes, and there's no reason that they can't continue the trend they're on.
The Rockets making a switch here. He's checked in, and it's Big Daddy missing. Rockets trail by 7. 3 on 3. Unloads from 13. Yes, that goes in.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He finished with 30 points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight.
David in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
One falls for.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
For the Rockets, Brooks comes in for Tate. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Jalen Green. Both free throws good from Morant.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Morant against Holiday. From deep, Brooks. Wells grabs the miss. Pass to Big Daddy. Knocks down the 3-ball. Big Daddy's got 17 now.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Collins is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's Pippen, and it's Big Daddy in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. A fader. It's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Like every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams have probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Rockets trail by 14. Brooks right side. Top of the key. The Rockets again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for it. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And let's get your take, guys, on a scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. And a change for the Rockets. Williams is checked in for Aaron Holiday.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or two. Somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
And it's Big Daddy missing. Rockets trail by 12. The part we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
And it's Whitmore missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
Now that we're close to knowing who will be participating, some of these guys may be in the gym early and leaving late, shooting threes on a timer.
If you're not prepared, it's easy to look bad in this event.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Now we'll send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Cam Whitmore. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
So on the floor for Houston. At the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Brooks. And it's Schengen in at the 5 spot. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. From outside, off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Stolen by Thompson. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Here's Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Green. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Memphis moving it around. Now here's Morant for 3. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Green with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Clark famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
The Big Daddy passes to Jackson. Up and in on the way. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Yep, it counts.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Pass to Edey. To the middle. Here's Big Daddy. Morant passes to Big Daddy. Nice D from Brooks. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Memphis has gone along perfectly from 3-point range tonight. 5 for 5.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
There's 1:26 left to play in the 3rd. Thompson against Jackson. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Outside, Green. Şengün with a screen on Bane. Green inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
The Big Daddy passes to Jackson. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Jackson's got 10.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Thompson outside. Pass to Brooks. And the rejection by Jackson.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. And so it's Memphis with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Pippen. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wells in at the three. The small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. We've seen the league crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend. And
Shooting two.
direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Holiday. Inside. Here's Williams, and it's in there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Pippen. And that one, good. Pippen's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Williams dishes to Green. Pass to Landale. Clock at 4. Here's Holiday. Aldama with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Wells kicks to Jackson. Misses the three. And for Houston, they're shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. They get the rebound. Landale And that one drops for him. Landale's got his first bucket of the night.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Pippen kicks to Wells. Kept alive. Here's Jackson. Smith with the defensive effort. On the wing, Williams. Kennard covering. That one good for two.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to Aldama. It's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Back to Holiday. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Pippen, the pass to Jackson. Launches it. No good that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low, Smith with the basket on the assist by Green.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jackson misses. And so Holiday will bring it up for Houston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Big Daddy.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
Smith sets the pick for Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Big Daddy. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Big Daddy's got 32 points. Brooks, left side. To the paint. It's stolen by Aldama. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Big Daddy. Brooks covering. Nice D from Brooks. Green in the high post. Pass to Şengün. Now Brooks guarded by Pippen. Brooks misses. Going inside. Basket good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in
a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Great win tonight, MP. Another day, another win. Good work.